Night. It's just good to see your 4-year-old being a 4-year-old and just doing all the things that we want to see her do. Hello. Hi, I'm Sarah McCloskey, and I'm Lydia's mother. Lydia was born at 33 weeks premature. We had rushed to the hospital, and within 45 minutes, she was born, and they were rushing her over to Norton Children's to be in the NICU there for about 5 weeks. Once home, I just started noticing involuntary movements of her limbs and her eyes. She would kind of space out in a daze to where I couldn't snap her out of it. We were referred to the Novak Center to have MRIs ran and things of that nature to see what was really going on inside Lydia's brain.
We got an MRI which showed a terribly deformed right side of her brain.
They discovered that she had brain damage from birth, and it was causing her to have multiple seizures daily.
Instead of developing, instead of acquiring language and acquiring motor skills and figuring out problems, she was having so many seizures that her cognition was actually going downward.
Once we found that out, we decided to go ahead and move forward with the surgery. So that's when we met Dr. Munchnick.
I'm Ian Munchnick. I'm a pediatric neurosurgeon, and I'm the director of the Pediatric Clinical Neurosciences Unit. When you have an anomaly like that, you basically have to take that side of the brain out. The problem with that is that the risk of developing hydrocephalus is much higher than if you just disconnect that hemisphere and leave it intact. Hydrocephalus is a backup of your brain fluid. We wanted to disconnect that side of her brain, and we wanted to do it so that her risk of hydrocephalus would be as low as possible. So we used the surgical theater system to define exactly what needed to be disconnected. We also used it to then guide us during the surgery with landmarks that we created when we practiced her surgery over and over in virtual reality.
When he was able to show me what he was planning to do, I really did feel like we were in the best hands possible.
We made thin cuts, and we got rid of only the tissue that needed to be removed to disconnect everything on that right side that was seizing from everything else in the body. This OR, it is big and it is well equipped, and because of the Crusade for Children and the grant that we received, we're essentially able to provide the same level of epilepsy care as any epilepsy service in the country.
It's amazing that we've been able to open the state-of-the-art neurosurgery OR. I'm Diane Scardino, and I'm the Chief Administrative Officer here at Norton Children's. Norton Children's has been so blessed to have the partnership with the Crusade for Children, and so that partnership has really resulted in some state-of-the-art technologies, the most recent one being our neurosurgery OR renovation. The Crusade put in just under $700,000 to complete that OR.
The Crusade for Children has allowed us to be a top-notch clinical service. Every day here in this OR, every day with surgical theater, we get to help change the trajectory of kids' lives in incredibly meaningful ways. It's a very gratifying job.
The technology is that the Crusade for Children helped provide to the hospital helped my daughter tremendously.
She's great. This has completely changed her life.
It was a big risk doing the surgery, but I don't regret the choice at all. I'd do it a million times over, because my daughter is thriving today.